Hey guys, it is Skull here from the Gold Group. How are you all? Today we are looking at Jinx, ADC in the bot lane. She's probably one of the strongest ADCs right now. She's not broken, she's just like really sort of dominant. She's a very good pick. I could imagine her being picked in a lot of ranked games. Well, she is picked in a lot of ranked games because her W just canes. I mean, that's just ridiculous. She has a zoning out ability, a stun for an ADC, which is brilliant. Her rockets are really good, and she has brilliant attack speed, so overall, you know, she's really good. Not to mention her global ult, that's awesome. Sorry I sound like I have a cold, because I do have a cold, so my voice isn't 100%. I've been making many videos lately because I got to do schoolwork, and I've been trying to get out of bronze. Yeah, it's been really inconsistent. I've just been trying to play Jinx to try and win my promos and stuff. So we're defending blue right here because last game we played with the exact same people. So coincidental. 5-man pre-made. We all are. They beat us last game. I won't tell you who wins this game. But they ended up invading our blue last game, and they pretty much stuffed us all up. But yeah, I am with Mark Demolisher. He's my support. So they have a kill lane at bot lane. Garen and Riven. You know, pretty good top laners, but bot lane, you know, not so good. But you know, kill lanes can be fun if you can get the kills. So our team comp's really good. We have Lee Sin jungle, Gragas mid, Sona support, Jinx ADC, and Shen top. So obviously we can make pretty good players here, especially with the Shen up. And Gragas does have first blood. How did he got Udyr? Because Udyr tried to take the blue. So it was a good idea to defend blue buff because we knew that Udyr was coming. So all I really needed to do in this lane is just sort of farm up. Wait for them to make the mistakes. Casually poke them. Because that's all we really needed to do anyway. Because they are sort of, you know, strong when you go near them. Because they have Riven and Garen. You know, Garen's pretty tanky and he hurts a lot for how tanky he is. And Riven, she's just like, you know, top tier champ, especially in top lane. She's like really strong pick. One of the best picks you can probably get for top. As you see there, they just engaged and we counter engaged because we just used our poke when they were going back. So overall, we got the better hand of the stick there. Sona's, you know, she hurts. You don't really think she hurts that much, but with a Q basic attack combo, it can poke them down pretty well. Same with Lulu. People underestimate the poking supports. They can actually do quite a lot for you. I'm not CSing the best here. I only got 12, but yeah, doesn't really matter. This isn't like a ranked game or anything. They are going balls deep here because Rengar has ganked from the back. Garen decides to turret dive, pick up 1 kill. Rengar turret dives as well, gets a turret shot. Nearly getting the triple, but Riven flashes away. So overall, pretty bad play from them. I just capitalized on their mistake. I didn't really need to do anything too special. I just needed to sort of finish off. Garen was really greedy going for the Sona under turret. Wasn't really worth, especially when you focus the support that hard, when I do that much damage. Because Jinx is like really strong, and if you let her hit the W, that's just slows them down so much, and it does, you know, quite a good amount of damage. It's not the easiest of skill shots to land, but you can sort of have a good idea of where it's gonna land, or predicting where your shot will go. But I've had a bit of advantage with Jinx because I did play it in the PvE when she first came out. That's why when I first played Jinx, I just I just called ADC and locked in Jinx, and people are like, oh, you better not feed. But, you know, that's what happens when a new champ comes out. I don't blame them. Not everyone has PBE, because it is pretty rare to get, honestly. They haven't had the servers open for a long time, which is quite weird. But anyway, let's get back into the game. So I have double buffs, which is really, really good for me, because I can just spam my W so hard without worrying about mana. Even my rocket form, because that takes up mana as well. So they're going balls deep once again. I ended up stunning Rengar, luckily. It pounced on me. But, you know, Lee Sin coming in for the counter gank, seeing if we can do anything. He W's me. Q's to Garen. Will be a kill coming off. Rengar did go for Sona. But realistically, it's a good trade. Because this Lee Sin, this Rengar won't escape. Got a double kill thanks to red buff. Really not a good play on their part again. This is the disadvantage of sort of melee champs in the bot lane. They weren't trolling. Because I remember last game when we went against them, they actually did pretty well, bot lane. I think they had Rengar bot lane instead of jungle. Oh no, he was jungling. It was Riven and Garen. But we didn't have Jinx, I think we had, Corki? You know, but Corki just doesn't really have the range advantage until 6, so he could sort of get pounced on, even though he does have an escape. He's extremely strong as well. I always say, like, the top ADCs at the moment would be Jinx, Corki. Like, they're really, really strong at the moment. Caitlyn's, like, really strong early game. Sort of fades off because she doesn't really have that much of an ult late game, because people tend to go in the way, and it doesn't really do anything to tanks, to be honest. But if you get an ult off on the ADC, it does do a fair bit of damage. But, you know, I really like Jinx's kit. Her Q is just phenomenal. Her W is really good as well. It does a lot of does a lot of damage. And her ult is just brilliant. You can make so many plays, especially with the lower they are, the more damage it does. Also with the distance. So it allows you to sort of, it allows you to do quick damage. And a surprising amount of damage, because when they're low you can just ult and just kill them very easily. And her passive is, when you get a kill you can just run off, or maybe continue to get another kill depending on the other enemy. But, you know, it's really, really good. I love her kit. Fiddlesticks in for the ult here. Really got up by Fiddlesticks. Good awareness there. Try to flash. I don't want anyone to kill me, because I am on a spree. Shen did have a really late ult there. But, you know, he's bot, so they do decide to pop on me. I ult, go for Garen, decide to kite away. Bit of tunnel vision there, but I thought I could escape Fiddlesticks. I didn't realise his basic attack will hurt that much. But you know, I thought I could take them on, but obviously not, because I didn't have any lifesteal except for the Doran Blood. Maybe if I had a Vampiric Scepter, because from then I didn't back. So there's Striker, really good jungler. 0, 0 and 4, so he's really strong at the moment. Rengar staying in the brush, trying to go for Sona. Very interesting play there. But I'm back. We're going to watch that. And this is sort of I think they sort of gave up from there. But they're very greedy. I mean, this is simply why you don't focus the support, because especially Sona, man, she's pretty fast, and with that ult, she can just allow someone to pounce back and counter attack and counter engage. So she's a really good support. Probably one of the most solid supports in the game. She's not super aggressive, she's not super defensive, she's sort of like an all-around. She doesn't have a stun to level 6, but she does have a great heal, and she has a movement speed buff to help other people escape. But it's 14-4 with 5k gold advantage here. But, you know, pretty much anything can happen, because their team, don't forget, is really, really strong when fed. they're breaking the meta, but you know, good on them. Good on them for breaking the meta, because honestly, you know, we don't have to abide by the rules of the meta. I mean, you know, respect to them for trying something different. It didn't necessarily work this game, but last game they did pretty well. And showed that, you know, sometimes not playing exactly to the meta can actually work. But you know, it's all about preference, having fun sometimes. But we got the dragon, more free gold. Have a lot of gold advantage now, 18.4 to 11.6 with a turret up our way. And generally our team's doing really well. I mean, Shen's 3-0-4 against Julia. I'm 6-1, Sona 0-2-6, Greg is 4-1-2, and Lee Sin 1-0-5. So generally our team's doing really well. That Rengar skin's pretty cool though, I must admit. Trying to pounce in on us. Rengar flashes in. Not sure if he knew that all of us were there. Fiddlesticks does flash in, and he does get a double kill. I mean, good play on Fiddle's part. He did really well to catch us out there. Fiddle's like a really good champion if played correctly. His ult does so much damage, and you can change the whole pace of a team fight around. And realistically, he's fair. We all know how OP it can be if it goes the right direction. But they are going for the tower. And we are heading bot. I think they end up getting it. They must have, yeah, definitely. I love that Garen skin though. It makes him just look so intimidating. But you know, we have like a very good lead here. Realistically, the only one who can do anything right now is Fiddlesticks. But because he's 4-4-2. Rengar maybe can do some stuff, but he can get kited around because of our team comp. We do have a lot of CC. Especially with Shen. Shen can just shut down one person immediately with his taunt. But, you know, anything can really happen in League of Legends. Don't exactly expect yourself to win just because you have a huge lead. They could make some pretty big plays. I mean, I know this is pretty much a pumping at the moment, but I think they just sort of let off a bit during the end of the game, and we'll see the surprise that's at the end of the game. It's really good. But I really love Jinx's attack speed. Like my general build, I got a Bloodthirster right now, 9-2, so which is really good. 70 CS, not the best, not the worst either. I think I'm building up to a Static Shift or a Phantom Dancer, I'm not too sure. It's really hard juggling between those two actually. Static Shift and Phantom Dancer. They're two really good items. I think Static Shift procs really well, the magic damage. But the Phantom Dancer generally gives better stats. But you know, it's a preference of choices, but they are ganking mid. But we'll check what's happening there with my boring farming. Chenault Sona, but didn't.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Unstoppable.
Sorry guys, my dog was barking. But anyway. We got a really good pick-off team as well. I mean, I love our team comp at the moment. Probably one of the best team comps when going against their team. You have like a good amount of CC to shut certain people down. You know, but They do generally have a very good team, though. Like, I must admit, if they combo well correctly, and if all of their lanes did decent, you know, they could have a deadly team. But Fiddlesticks probably summarizes their whole team together with his ult. If his ult's down, they can't really do much. Because in bot lane we've suppressed this Riven so much, he's not really going to do much anymore. So it's not really that much of a problem. Mark getting caught out here. But we counter attack with the double kill. Going for the triple.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Accidental ult. Didn't realise the minions were going to kill. But again, Fiddlesticks sort of running into the whole team. I'm really strong right now though. Sona did unfortunately get picked off, but you know, we have a really good lead at the moment. We are 9,000 gold up. But towers are even, but I'm going for this turret. So it'll be 4-3 towers, because I do have a lot of attack speed and attack damage. And Ringo can't really do much about it as well. But you know, Rengar can really be a weird champion to play. He's sort of got nerfed to the ground. He used to be like really strong. He used to start insta-killing, but he can't really do much at the moment. How much gold does everyone have? I have 4,000 gold. 15 and 2, man. That's just ridiculous. So, it's really good at the moment. So, did I have 4,000 gold? Yeah, I think so. Alright, but I think I did buy Trinity Force. I don't usually buy it on Jinx, but I felt like, you know, I'm fed, I might as well grab a Trinity. It won't really hurt. Well, sorry, it will hurt. And it would enable a bit of kiting potential for their team. Because they're a catch-out team, they're not really team fight, except for Fiddlesticks. I'm making my way here. Gragas is about to make the plays. Trying to bait them into me because he knows that I'm pretty strong at the moment, but he does run into them. The ult did miss Riven. Pretty disappointing. Riven runs into turret, but I think I did catch her out with my splash damage as a Q, or maybe with the ult. I'm not too sure. But I did end up getting her anyway, so running into the turret wasn't really that worth, to be honest. But you know, Jinx fed is like really strong because her AoE with her Q, with her crits especially, does immense damage in team fights. Immense. I mean, she's really good late game and early game. Mid game as well. She's generally a really strong ADC. She's not broken by any means. They probably will end up nerfing her. I'm not sure what they should nerf about her. Maybe maybe the cast time on E. Maybe her Q splash damage a bit. I'm not too sure. Or the range possibly. But she can just hang back in team fights without really worrying. She's really good. I mean, she counters Caitlyn. Going against Caitlyn is really easy. But I think Ezreal counters her. In my memories. But I haven't lost against an Ez yet, so maybe it's just luck. Getting all these kills here. I mean, why not? Go into the flash. But what I really like about our team comp, Gragas, he's extremely good mid. I mean, the fact that his ult could set up so much in teamfights is just ridiculous. It's a really bad E by me, but Gragas is really good in generally in all team comps. I did miss the ult there. I am not really that good at missing getting ults. But you know, it doesn't really matter. I don't really need that many more kills. I'm 18 and 2. I'm not sure if they were trolling at this point. I mean, we have a 15k gold advantage. There's 3 towers on them. They haven't pushed that bad. Considering like the position they're in at the moment. But if they sort of topple on top of us and focus the right people, they still can't do anything because we have good counterplay in terms of Shen and Gragas and Sona at the moment because they all have stuns and Lee has a knockback. And this Rengar is extremely greedy. He's been going for Sona all game. I really feel sorry for Mark playing Sona because this Rengar has just been pouncing on top of him all game. Hence the 1-8 score. But you know, kills doesn't really matter with support. I mean, 1-8 and 21, that's a good score. So,
Shut down.
you know, who cares? But did get shut down, Lee Sin. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm quite deep. But I do end up getting killed. Wow, Ribbon did not do anything about it. Do I get a double? Hope I do. I don't even remember this game, hardly. Yeah, she's dead. Probably didn't use my abilities that well in terms of should have probably switched to Gatling gun way earlier than that because she wasn't really much out of range to be a threat. Or she was gonna escape or anything like that. But I'm 21 and 2. With only 5 assists, probably because I got the better end of the stick throughout the whole game. Got the last hits, did a lot of damage. Farming alright. 128 farm. Not that good, be honest. But you know, 23 kills makes up for it big time anyway, so. Even if you are losing, but if you're doing well as Jinx, I think.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh yeah, this is the grand finale.
Blue team quadra kill.
I think this is when they started to troll.
Ace.
He just flashes in for the penta.
Team pentakill.
But you know, it wasn't really a legit penta. I got a penta during the PBA. Really good, especially when she first came out. A lot of people didn't really know her mechanics like really well, like I did. No, by all means, I'm not that much of a good Jinx. I'm trying to learn her because I know she's really strong at the moment. And I want to capitalize on everything that she does. Because let's face it, she is extremely she's viable in the meta, and she does extremely well against most ADCs. But you know, I guess with Lee Sin, sorry, why did I say Lee Sin? Jinx. She's really an all-round champion. She just doesn't have that much of a good escape. That's her sort of weakness and flaw. I did miss the ult because I'm a retard. But when she's fed, she's almost hyper carry. Like a Vayne, almost. Nearly better than a Vayne, in fact. Vayne's just a hyper carry because she has that much percentage damage. Like, she can take down tanks really easily. But I think Jinx brings better qualities to a team fight with her AoE, with her Q and her kiting potential, if used correctly. That's why I got a Trinity Force, because their team has extremely close range. And I just wanted a sort of basic attack walk, and I could just kill and fend off each of them. That's the sort of flaw of their team. But let's face it, you know, their team comp, not exactly too bad. I think they're just lacking that sort of oomph in terms of, they need sort of, I don't know, what's the word, someone that can peel really well. Like, they need at least one person with a shit ton of CC to counteract the fact for their team, because you know Rengar's really squishy, Fiddle's really squishy, Riven's squishy at the moment. So, but you know, we're pre-made. We're in a Skype chat at the moment, just laughing our heads off. Probably should have recorded that game. Pretty good of recorded the game, to be honest, but you know, I probably will end up recording some more of these games. Scrub this in killing him. Stupid. OP. Look at that, just awesome. So it decides to flash into Crescendo. She's not really the smartest of people. But anyways. What the? I got a double kill at the end? What the excuse me? What the hell? Okay. That's really weird. It's a like thing out of sync or something? But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. My first sort of layout and review of Jinx. She's really good ADC. But generally, you know, a good pick. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you have a nice day. Hope you're doing well. See ya.